Hey guys, this is AntCap24 bringing you another play here that this time it's going to be found in the Chicago Bears playbook. It's something I've done a custom book on that I've got about 60 plays in that custom book that I made. And I fell in love with this play. It also can be found in the Pittsburgh Steelers playbook and some others, but I want to show you the play and kind of go from there. Wanted to make sure that you see that I do it on All Pro. Some people have questioned my videos on what practice load I do it. I wanted to make sure you all saw that. Go ahead here and put on Chicago's playbook and go ahead and start it. This play is going to be coming out of the gun trio. I kind of fell in love with this formation when labbing, but this play in particular is going to be killing cover 2, cover 3, beats cover 4, beats cover 2 man. I've got 3 different setups to beat each, so it's a play that you can pretty much make your opponent have a nightmare on it, and I wanted to bring it to you to kind of show you some of the things that I've been working on. Haven't done a video in a while, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. The play is going to be again out of the gun trio. And the play is going to be called, let me find it here, Flanker Dig. Okay, go ahead and take a look at that play art, and there's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to like on this. I'm going to show it to you. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to break down cover 2 and show all the different possible ways of beat cover 2. Then we'll go to cover 3 and just kind of go from there. Okay, so cover 2, the first setup is actually what I want to do here, and let me set my depth chart real quick here for you. Let me just get out of this. You want to have a fast running back. Your fastest running back is your best player on this. I want to make sure that I got that in there for you. For me, it's Anton Smith. He's basically lightning in a bottle. If you guys have been seeing him lately, he's got a bunch of real life touchdowns from 30, 40, 50 yards out, and he's definitely starting to make a name for himself on Madden too as he's getting some upgrades. So let's go back to this play. That's one of the main components, is get your fastest running back in there. Okay, it's going to start with the headaches, and let's go ahead and grab this play here, Flanker Dig. Alright, start with the cover 2, and the first thing is really simple, only one setup, and actually I didn't do it right there. Let me just get sacked here. Sometimes I hike the ball a little too quickly. So a couple things I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to move the ball back so we have some room just to throw, and then also start off. So the first setup is going to take your tight end and you're going to put him in a flat. That's going to be it. All right, and you're going to go straight to your running back on this to the right hand side. Okay, that's your first beater for cover 2. All right, second is the same exact setup. Put him on there, and this time just motion him to the left. It's going to have a different angle. A lot of times the guy thinks you flipped your play, and what you want to do here is the same exact thing. Throw it to the right, and basically it works either or depending on how you want to run it. Alright, we're going to build off this. That was just a simple adjustment. Now we're going to do something like I like to do is a dagger type route combination. You're going to put B on a streak. You're going to put A on an in. I lost my running back there, so let me get the running back up here again. Okay. Alright, so here we go. We're going to put the A on an in, the B on a streak, and your main receiver here is going to be X. Alright, so as X comes across, you're throwing it right there. Alright, so this is cover 2, definitely. Alright, so the next thing is do the same exact formation. Put that guy there, put that guy there, and you're going to motion this guy to the right. Let him settle. And on this time, it's going to clear it out again for the B receiver, RB receiver, and it's over to the right hand side for the throw. That's how you beat cover 2 with this play. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do cover 3. I'm going to show you the cover 3 sky and the cover 3 buzz, so you can see that they both do work. And let's go grab our play again. I don't know what they did with the new update, but you don't get your plays as quickly when you're doing practice. You have to go back to it every time. Okay, so flanker dig. Let's go ahead and we're going to start off with the cover 3 buzz press. Alright, so I'm going to start with the same setup. Put your A on a tight end. You're going to put them to the flat. Now you're going to go to RB again. This time you're throwing it inside for the easy play there. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing. Put this guy to the left, put tight end on the flat, and again, it works to the inside. Alright, so that's your cover 3 buzz. Let's do the same setups we did before. We're going to put the A on an in, the B on a streak, and we're going to hit it the X receiver this time. Sometimes you're going to throw that early, sometimes you're going to split your linebackers depending on the throw. That's how I had to do it in between. The next setup is the same exact thing. A on... Oh, get this going again. Okay, A on an in, B on a streak. Now watch this. This is my favorite play of all. It's the money play. You move Y over. And he does this inside seam route. And gets right up the field right there. So I think that's the best wrinkle of this play, but I want to show you all the combinations of it. Alright, so that's the cover 3 buzz. Next we're going to show you cover 3 sky. Let's grab our play here again. And we're going to go ahead and look at cover 3 sky, if I can find that here. Alright, here we go. We're going to start the same setup, A on the flat, and we're going to go to RB here. Again, this is an inside throw. Put A on a flat again. Motion him over. This time it's an outside throw. Alright. Then we're going to put A on an in, B on a streak. And we're going to look for the X. This time it's an early throw. And then we're going to do the same thing again. A on an in, B on a streak. We're going to take this Y receiver, move him over to the right. Let him settle. And you're throwing the seam route. Alright, so that's how it beats cover 3 sky. So we've shown you cover 2, we've shown you cover 3, we've shown you cover 3 sky. The first one was the buzz. Now let's see, Antcap, does it beat man? Let's figure it out. Alright, so first thing you're going to do is grab the play, go to cover 2 man, and what we're going to do here is do the same setup into A there, and this time we're going to go over the top. That safety does not recover. Okay, I'll show it to you again so you don't show it's not a fluke. But if you throw it right, because of the angle, I don't have time there. Alright. If you throw it right, because of the angle of the wheel route, he gets past his man. And that safety, this is Vicario, one of the better strong safeties in the league. He's got some good speed. He's able to go over the top and beat him there. And if we go over here at the left, this is more of a skillful throw, but it still can work. If you thought you were going to read cover 3, you had this on there. He goes there, and you throw. Oh, that was a bad throw. Let's try it again. Basically, it's got to be a lob and to the sideline. I want to show you how to throw it in case you get jammed up here. Let's try it again. He's not going to get there. He got bumped at the line. This is probably the least effective of all the options, but I want to show you it does work if you throw it right. Let me just get it right here for you. He's getting hung up. Let's just get... I'm not trying to throw that ball. Alright. This play does work on this here with it. Like I said, this is the least effective, but I do want to see if I can do it for you. That's the throw. See how it's a little bit of a lob over the top to the right? Like I said, it is a skillful throw. It's not my favorite throw of all the throws, but it does work in case you read the coverage wrong. Okay, so that's what man is on that. Basically, you can do the setup here, what I was showing before. Messed that up. Show that again here. A on an in, B on a streak, and then this X receiver beats this guy inside. Hopefully I time it better. Let's try this again. I don't like when my videos don't go exactly the way I want them to, but this play does work. I just need to get the timing better. Now he takes the inside release, gets it right there, and take it upfield. So that's how you can beat it on man. In case you thought it was going to be a cover 3, you thought it was something different that came out, be it that way. On this, unfortunately, this route doesn't really help you much on this setup. And what I would do is basically, if I read it wrong, there's that outside play right there. And if you see there, what happens is the linebacker, let's cancel this, the linebacker gets caught up with this A in route, and you can get that RB to the right. Oh man, let me try this again. Alright, so what you want to do here is put your B on a streak, A on an in, move them over just like the same setups we were doing before, and watch the guy who's supposed to cover the RB. He kind of gets caught up a little bit. That time he didn't. Still got it in there. But I want to show you that most of the time that guy will get caught up. But he's fighting through traffic to get to this wheel route with the in and then also that seam route. You basically... and you can throw that lob pass like I was trying to throw before. But that does beat man. The safer route is to go to the in. But I want to make sure that you know that if that's the only guy you're targeting, you can still get him the ball. But you just have to throw it differently. So we went over cover 2, we went over cover 3 sky, we went over cover 3 buzz, went over cover 2 man. How does it do against cover 4? And on cover 4, it's not a home run play by any chance, but it does work, and you know, if you get it, you can still make it work. And let me show you how to make it work here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our cover 4, and we're going to do the same setup, A on a flat. And cover 4, you go inside, and because of the angle, you want to bullet it and pass lead it to the left. Alright, so I'll show it to you again. Right here, and pass lead it to the left. Alright, and he makes that nice jerk to the inside right in front of that strong safety. The next setup is going to be the A in the in. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's move him on this side. Not bad. So next one, and this is going to be an inside throw. Alrighty. So now we're going to do the A on the in, the B on the streak, and we're going to try to get to the X receiver here without any motion. Right there. Now we're going to do it with the motion, move him over, B on the streak. We still got to put the A on it in. Don't keep him on that crazy route. You want him to get a little bit more up the field, okay? And then what we're trying to do here, on cover 4, the Y is not going to be open, right? So, but I wanted to show you that you can still get it to that receiver without that oh man, I messed that up. Okay. Don't try to force this in cover 4 to this Y receiver. If he's not open, what you want to do is just wait and that X receiver. So if you look at the Y right here, he's not open. But that over the middle route is something that you can wait on if you don't see that the Y is there. Now I've tried it before where if you're keying on the Y. It still works when you move this guy over to get it to the B receiver. I mean the RB receiver on the setup with a lead blocker. That inside wide receiver ends up becoming a lead blocker for him because he goes right in the direct path of that free safety. So I just want to make sure that if don't key in on that wide receiver unless it's a cover 3. Any other one, you want to hit the other guys. But if you see cover 4, you can go ahead and throw it inside with a lead blocker there for you. Alrighty? So that's all the setups that I like to do for this flanker dig play. Again, like I said, this is out of the Bears playbook, which I currently have a custom playbook available. If anybody is interested, just go ahead and email antcap24@yahoo.com. That'll be at my description inside my YouTube video. But also, like I said before, it is in the Pittsburgh playbook. If some people have gone over to that one, I believe it's in definitely a couple others. But I wanted to just bring that to you and hope you guys enjoy.